You are with the Skeinz Diaries. It's Marie here, episode 334. Welcome along for a Thursday morning. I hope it is good at your place. A little bit to talk about this morning, things to show you, and hopefully you're getting plenty of good knitting done, which is what we all want to do right now, isn't it? Speaking of, I have actually gotten some knitting completed, which is great news because it means that I can, it's a test, sort of concept test theory really, and I'm in here because there's people out there, and in my little, I didn't have the heart to boot people out at the little side room there, so I thought I'll come in, and this over my shoulder here, yeah, there we go, madam. Actually, we'll start with that news because that's what you're madly working on, is alternatives to lay-by. So let's start with that elephant in the room, shall we? Hello, everyone. Hi, Sabrina. You may have seen lay-by's gone gone-gons. So it's been in the media. We got that email, a cryptic email from them on Friday.
Thursday, Friday, somewhere there.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it was because I was at home, so it must have been Friday. We got a cryptic email, so we disabled services because we thought, what's going on here? And then, of course, it hit the media that they have gone into receivership, and we've got an official letter from Deloitte's now to say that it's all done and dusted. So this is what Claire is madly doing and has been doing for the last hour, is pulling together an alternative. And as you can imagine with these sorts of things, sign-ups and all that kind of stuff, particularly from our end, a business end, is not the most straightforward process in the world, is it? No, but we are working on it. So we hope to have an alternative. And yes, we have taken on a lot of feedback from you guys on what you think these alternatives will be. And I say alternatives potentially because it could be more than one. We just need to go through the process and see what we can get set up easily and what will work with our aging website. Because as you well know, our website is long overdue an upgrade, and again that is on the Round To It program, so hopefully that will happen at some point in the future. One has to remain forever hopeful on these things. So yes, so we apologise to anybody of the inconvenience that we now no longer have lay-by, but we are trying to work on some alternatives for you. So watch the space on that one. However, speaking of watch this space, you may have noticed this morning I popped a newsletter out and it went up on the website just a little time ago. We're having a bit of a Possum clearance. We did a big full warehouse shop stock take actually last week, and that always throws up surprises, a stock take. And it's been, obviously, we do what we call rolling stock takes, but we haven't done a full stock take in over a year, and that threw up a whole heap of surprises. And one of those surprises was we just had a few little extra bits and pieces in terms of Possum lurking around that we thought we may or may not have had. We did know, but the numbers there, and we thought, no, it's time for those to go bye-bye. So what I'm talking about, and I've just gone and grabbed these from the shop, our Sockmatcian edition. We've got both our full ply and our DK. We're down to the last final 5 colours. So there is So in the DK, there is Chapel, which is this chap here, Chapel Baker, which is the purple, Montagne, which is the red, and De Lavery, which is the dark grey. They're all available also in full ply, and the Garland, which is the yellow, is available in full play only, not in DK. So these have all now been slashed down to $6.95 as a final clearance, and once they're gone, they are gone. John, the range has been discontinued. And this chap here, which is our Skeinz Possum, is so this Sockmatcian Possum is made using premium recycled fibres and 10% possum. This Skeinz Possum is merino possum, so it's 90% merino, 10% possum, and they've deliberately been spun to exactly the same count. And we don't do this out of random kindness. We do this because it makes sense to have them spun to exactly the same count. So if you're wanting to do some colour work, and Claire is very conveniently wearing her floozy cardigan today. Look at that. Here's one you happen to have prepared for us. Claire's floozy cardigan is actually done in the chapel, the baker, and the milk. Now, don't panic. You can do something else in there, but it just means that this floozy is perfect. Also, to the new Ginger Bliss cardigan. Yes, before the smart tarts in there, you say to me, "Oh no, but Marie, that's in sport yarn, and this is full play." Yeah, come on, live a little. Live on the wild side. You can 24 stitch tension with the possum. You can push that out a little bit, allow the possum to bloom. A really nice, fun option for Ginger Bliss. Or if you don't like the idea of pushing the gauge out to 24 stitches and you prefer 26 stitches, you're within Kui there. Do it on that slightly firmer tension and just make sure that you've built in the ease measurement. You may even not need to change a measurement, or you may need to actually just go up one size increment and do it on the full ply. But this is now available. You need to be quick, especially with the Skeinz possum. Some of these, in fact, I think the holly may have already sold out. Some of these are literally down to the last couple of bags, so you need to be fast. We do have in store these as well. So in store, actually, morning, Lynn. In store, we have more colours of Sockmatcian actually than we do online, and what we have got on line is what we've got reasonable stocks of. What's in store is literally what's there. Usually what's on the shelf is all we've got left. So particularly if you're going to do some colour work or you want to do something a little tricky dicky, you may find that we've just got it in store. So head on in and have a look. But you need to be fast with these. These are on now for the next 4 days through to Sunday. So make sure you grab those. Now, speaking of sales and specials and things happening, we've got something really fun happening for Matariki. It's going to start from Monday. Sort of think it's going to have a bit of a Stitch in Summer vibe, but actually, Matariki Madness, Wicked Winter, Mahi Mahariki, I don't know. We haven't given it a name yet. We will. And it will go out and it will start on Monday. So if you're wanting to pick up a bargain and have something fun, that will be starting off on Monday, so keep an eye out in your inboxes and letterboxes for that. So that will be cool. The other thing too is the Knit Pro. I mentioned to you the other day about there will be some increases in Knit Pro, and Claire has been slowly going through and increasing those. I will warn you, have you done the ones on the big needles yet? Yeah. So some of the price increases are quite significant, and it's because for the longest time we sort of averaged everything out and kept everything at the same price. We just can't do that anymore because our supplier has shifted the wholesale prices on everything. So you'll find that particularly with the tips, that the tips will actually vary in price as they go up, and some of them are quite full on. Patricia's just saying Midori is sold out. I'm glad she bought the Gallo during the sale. Yeah, Gallo sold out. That's the pink. It sold out so fast. Such a pretty color. Yes. So if the price hasn't changed yet and you're needing some stuff in Knit Pro, you might want to grab that now, because pretty much most things will be shifting in price in one way or another. Just the way of the world, really, isn't it? But let's on to more fun stuff. Like, I finished something. There is the cowl, which I did in the possum fur, which was from Stash. I mean, I have had this has been discontinued for years, and I have had this in Stash forever. I had 250-gram skeins of it. I have used not quite 2, so that's what I've got left over. So that's probably about 10 or 15 grams worth. I could have gone and used all of it and actually added a little bit more, but I find for a cowl, about 18 centimetres is about right, which is what this is. With that, I probably could have burgled to 20. But there you go. Look at that. Woohoo! Looking good. It's sort of a variation on my rib B cowl, but done in a offset broken rib. So it's actually got a little bit more grunt and structure to it. It works brilliantly. I did it in this possum yarn because I had it sitting there, and I knitted a hat for my husband in this a million years ago, and I wanted to give him a cowl because he's good with scarves, but they annoy him because they often fall off when we're out walking the dog, or they, get tangled up. So I thought, well, I'll whip him up a cowl to go with his hat because he loves that hat. It's his favorite hat. And then he's matching. We want to, have him looking sartorial when he's out parading the pooches up and down Ahuriri. So I have done this for him, and I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with how it's looking and sitting and feeling. So I'm going to this is some Gaia. This is our Delene who's there will go, oh, I recognise that. This is the Gaia left over from the sample that we have in the shop. And I think this cowl will be brilliant in Gaia. I know for a fact that this cowl will be great in Sockmatcian edition DK, or the Skeinz Possum DK. So if you're wanting to do something like this, you'll definitely need 2 balls, potentially 3 if you want to go wider, but I think 2 should do it. And I'm going to actually bang this out in the Gaia, or at least swatch it and get it started. And then I'm going to put this out for you guys. So this hopefully should be out for you next week. And then you've got it. And yeah, really happy with it. The other yarn too that I think that this will work really well with is Kelly & Co. And I think this potentially could work with a single skein of Kelly & Co. And I may even test that in Kelly & Co. to see how it may not be to the full 18 centimetres, but it could be close enough that you'll get away with it. Or I may even just bump my needle up a little bit. But either way, really happy with it. Length is good, sits nicely. I think it looks rather smart. And actually this, to be fair, on and I can't remember which is which, but they're both, we gave them different names, but they're both the same colour because we didn't want to confuse you. And there is a little bit left in this, in the Skeinz Possum. Just looking it up for you. There we go. It is called the Velvet. The Velvet and the DK in this. This is actually, it is essentially, it's not a pure black, but it's close. So it's a sort of a jetish colour, and it's great. So if you're this, and the DK version in this black would be such a brilliant accessory. It would be one of those go with everything type accessories. So, or even the Delavry actually in this, I think will look really, really good. It will be sort of, styling with so many different things. But I'm just going to do it up in this Gaia only because I have some left over from another sample, and it makes sense to use up what we already have, really, isn't it? Yeah, and as I mentioned before, have I got, as she looks over in a magical, yes, I do. There we go. That's some of the Sheridan, but see, that's in the Kelly & Co. And I think that would work quite well as well. I mean, this is on a 5mm needle. So you're looking at DK 10 ply, anything with a little bit of fuzz, double stranding, a bit of whisper, and a bit of pearl luster with this would look fab. So there's so many different options, but it's just creating something that's really quick to knit. This would make great gifts, if you're wanting to get ahead on Christmas, and just something easy and mindless that you can knit. Can do that. Can you ask how many stitches you cast on for that cowl? Yes, that's a very good question, Lynn. I think it was 132 from memory. I've written it down, but I haven't written it down here. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Yes, it was 132, Lynn. 132 5mm needle. So that's what it was. Yeah, really happy with it. It's good, right? It's just the right, not too big, not too small, just right. Goldilocks zone. That's how we like it. Also, to reminding you that if you're on that sale page and you're having a look around, you'll also see that Southlander by Truly Myrtle has gone to parity with its little Southlander cousins. So all that Southlander by Truly Myrtle now, both in store and online, is at $8.95 until it's all sold through. We actually still have a few really lovely colours there. So if you are wanting to do the Ginger Bliss or get involved in any of the Ginger Sisters knit-alongs, you can do that with those yarns at the same cost of their Southlander compatriots. And also too, gingerbread, which is in DK, in Sockmatcian would be to die for. It would be incredible. So don't discount that as another option if you're wanting to be part of that knit-along as well. So get yourself some of that too. It would look amazing. It will look very, very, very good. What else did I have to show you? Oh, I haven't done any more work on the vest. I'm glad I said that now. Wait for Claire because she'll be looking at me going, where's that vest? I've been wanting to get this finished, so I need to do the vest because it's coming in here, obviously, for a whole, for a while. Oh, I tell you what, I will show you. Can I show you this? These are, was it this one? These, we're playing around. These are what we call scratchings. I'm going to show, because she's not here, so I'm going to show this to you. Look at that. This is the new scratching that we're playing around with the new colour for Gaia. So this is the current Gaia, and this is the new Gaia that we're looking at doing, expanding the range. We love Gaia. We are so into the Gaia right now. It's just, we love it. You love it. So yeah, expect to see new stuff from Gaia very soon. Ooh, and actually, before I forget, and I'm just going to jump over here and see which ones that have come in. Mahana, I know, don't fall over. Oh yes, they have got some that have gone up. Mahana has started to come back in, abate it very slowly. So the story with Mahana, and you guys have been really patient. Part of the problem is that we had a delay in getting our alpaca fibre for the quality that we need to create Mahana, right, in our standard coloured range. We finally got hold of some, and it was sitting at the scour waiting to be scoured, and then Gabrielle hit and wiped all that fibre out. And we couldn't get any more. So we have literally been waiting since Gabrielle, because of course we lost tons and tons of fibre at the scour. So now it's finally through. So we've now got Chatham, Feel, Red Earth, Mohua, and Crater Lake up on the DKs. And the 4-ply is it's just come, I'm just moving, we've got heaps in the 4-ply. This is what's lots have come back in the 4-ply. Kia, Crater Lake, Mohua, Fio, Titoki, Red Earth, Sandstone, Warbler. We've still got Sandstone and Warbler left from post sale, Cowl and Chatham. And I'm going to tease you, are these the two newbies here? There's one more to come as well. One more to come as well. So here we go. These are got a big photograph. I love this colour. This is Huia. It's a good colour, right? Yep. I love it. And look at how colour coordinated it is with the label. I like it. I'm really happy with this. I like the other one. Do you like? Yeah, well, we've been hanging out for a beautiful soft pink. Look at that. No, it doesn't, right? Seriously, what would you call this, a ballet paint? No. It's it's beautiful. It is so pretty, and we're really thrilled about it. We've also got the light blue coming, haven't we? No, it's a red. Is it a red? Straight red. There we go. Coming, but we're super happy with this. So we had requests for a pink in Mahana, and we had a sort of a one-off actually, and not quite this pink. It was a slightly different pink, and you guys loved it. So we've put a pink in there. Oh, you love it? Do you like that one, Pauline? Good. I'm glad you like it too, because we love it. But see, this is me. You know me. I love all these deeper, richer colours. I'm a big, rich, saturated colour girl. The pink is going to be called Manuka, and then this one is Huia. So, and new one is Purikawa, very apropos. So these will be coming up once they all get in and loaded. So look out for those over the coming week or so. Once everything is in, and before you ask, yes, natural is coming, because I know that's a question. Claire's chuckling, that's a question. that will come up. Yes, Natural is coming. It has been steamed as we speak. So that will be coming in. Once I've got everything in, including Natural, I will be putting it out in the newsletter. But if you have been hanging out for your Mahana fix, you can just keep an eye on the website, and as we get them in and loaded, we'll load them up for you so you can get your hands on those. Yeah, we've missed Mahana. We have missed it so much. It's such a beautiful yarn. But as I said, the raw material has been our challenge with our friend Mahana, so that's why we haven't. That's why we've struggled on that score. But other than that, get into the Possum. I mean, this is a good one to stash up because once it's done, it's done. And before you go, does this mean you're not having Possum yarns anymore because there's no more Soho? Believe me, these are the questions we get all the time. So we know they're going to come. No, is the answer to that. We're not getting rid of Possum yarns. We still have Eros, obviously. In the new product development is Eros DK. We love the Eros. The feedback from you guys is you love the Eros. The most frequently asked question we get with Eros is, Claire, when are we doing a DK? When are we doing a DK? So we are doing a DK in the Eros. We may even throw a few extra colours in there, but at this stage it's just the existing range moving over because there's some great colours in there. And that is, and that will give us a lovely mix of softness and lushness and sheen and shine and fuzz and all of those things that we love, which is a good thing, right? I think that's me. You got nothing else on your list, Mrs.? No. I know, we just keep at it, hey? There we go. Hopefully, I just said to everyone while you were out of the room, now that I finished the cowl, I need to finish the vest because you'll be looking at me side-eye saying, where's my sample? Let me see. Oh, I'm about this far up the front. So I'm not too far away. I'm about to split from the girls. And then once I've done that, it won't be long. The hardest is the ribbing takes the longest because it's that fiddly rib. But, but it's pretty. It's a pretty rib. Anyway, I need to get on that. Patricia's saying more colours in Eros, please. Yes. Once we get them all in, we'll start working on that. And we have actually got some more colours, as I showed you. Well, sneaky, and coming in Gaia as well. So, yes. It's all very good. All right. You guys have a great weekend. I will catch you again on Monday, and I'll be able to give you a sneak peek. Well, with what's going. Let's put it this way. I'm going to let you know the special that we have on Monday, and it's only for Monday because, as I said, I'm not going to tell them what it is, but I'm going to get them excited. It is. Oh, see, did you see her reaction? That should be enough. She gives away too much. See? That should be enough to tell you how freaking good Mondays is going to be. So you look out in your inbox for Monday. There you go. That's all you're going to get. And then I can hopefully buy diaries on Monday. You'll be all over it and you'll know what's going on. All right. Until then, we'll see you then. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.